Hello everyone. Welcome back to this channel. This time, we're going to discuss a topic about a new mechanic that will likely be introduced in the future. This leak comes from a trusted source, Homdgcat, who is no stranger to those of you who often follow leaks or spoilers related to Honkai starrail and Genshin Impact. Alright, let's not waste any time and get right into it. The new mechanic that will be introduced is called Toughness Lock. So, Toughness Lock is a new mechanic with a concept similar to HP Lock. In this mechanic, when an enemy's toughness drops to a certain value, attacks from characters and allies will no longer reduce the enemy's toughness. In other words, the enemy becomes immune to toughness reduction after a certain threshold is reached, making it difficult to break them. And this mechanic is different from the previously existing weakness protected mechanic. In Weakness Protected, enemies can only activate their weakness protection after an ally's skill is used. This means that if a character's skill has a large enough toughness reduction in a single attack, you can still break the enemy before Weakness Protected activates. This gives players a window to strategically utilize big attacks. However, Toughness Lock is a different story. This mechanic cannot be avoided at all. Once the enemy's toughness reaches a certain limit, toughness reduction will stop completely, regardless of how strong the attack you use is, and whether it's still within the duration of your skill or not. Now, the big question that comes to my mind is, what about the fate of super break teams? You all know that super break teams are compositions that heavily rely on reducing enemy toughness to trigger break effects that deal massive damage. But with the introduction of Toughness Lock, this strategy could be hindered. If an enemy's toughness is locked, super break teams will struggle to trigger the break effect that is the core of their strength. Even with enemies that have weakness protected, super break teams already often feel overwhelmed. Imagine what happens when Toughness Lock is applied. This could be a direct counter to super break teams. For now, Toughness Lock is reportedly set to debut on the apocalyptic shadow boss, namely the Flame Reaver boss, with its second layer having the Toughness Lock status. This indicates that the mechanic might be introduced gradually, perhaps only on certain enemies or in specific content like Apocalyptic Shadow. However, if this mechanic proves effective in changing how players fight, it's not impossible that we'll see it more often in the future. For players who are used to the current meta, this could be an exciting new challenge, yet also a bit daunting. So, what's your opinion on this Toughness Lock? Are you worried about the fate of super break teams? Or do you feel challenged to try new strategies? Write your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to share this information with your friends who also play Honkai starrail. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on other important updates. See you in the next update.